Let's bring back in those folks with perspectives from both the left and the right. Ben Wikler, Skyping in from Washington, D.C., the MoveOn.org Washington director and the host of The Good Fight. And once again from our South Florida Newsmax newsroom, Javier Manjarres, the managing editor of the Shark Tank political blog. Now, Javier, this is interesting. You heard Ben before the break say that 70% of Americans really want to see a minimum wage hike. Even in the glory days of the contract with America, with the first Republican majority on the Hill in 40 years, the minimum wage still polled well for the Democrats. Now, yeah, Governor Christie came back and said people don't set their sights that low, but isn't this an issue that maybe Republicans need to try and reframe?
Well, I agree with Chris Christie wholeheartedly. I mean, he's right. I mean, who aspires for that? I think the Democrats are, again, this is about votes. I think they're trying to appease that low information voter that maybe doesn't make as much as most Americans, and they say, hey, listen, we're going to give you this. This is Barack Obama Christmas all over again. Again, the minimum wage, yeah, if it's raised, it's raised, you know, and what's going to happen? Like Charlie Crist said, he doesn't care if 50,000 jobs in Florida are lost. It doesn't matter. It's worth it if the minimum wage is raised, and that's going to happen across the nation. More jobs will be lost if they raise the minimum wage because businesses will lay people off and cut people's hours.
So it's a job loss argument for Republicans, but Ben, you know, I've got to tell you, it's always polled well for the left. Mindful of that, and we only have about a minute left. Is this going to be the horse that Democrats ride for the next, more than 10 days as we head into the election? Does this become the overriding national issue for Democrats?
The minimum wage is a basic question about which side are you on. Are you on the side of, Walmart heirs and heiresses making a couple extra $1 billion this year, or do you side with working people across the country? There are minimum wage ballot initiatives in 5 states. People are going to turn out and they're going to vote for an economy that works for everyone, the same way they did in New Jersey, where they overruled Chris Christie's veto on a minimum wage increase. The economy hasn't done terribly in New Jersey since then, as Chris Christie will be the first to tell you. This is something that gives people more money in their pocketbooks, and then they buy more stuff and make the economy work better for everyone. That's a winning issue for Democrats this fall, and there's a reason why Republicans like Chris Christie want to change the subject.
All right, fair enough. You get the last word, Ben, but next time, Javier, I promise, pal, we'll let you get the last word in.
Stems from Barack Obama's economy.
All right, you got it back to Obama. That may help in terms of the poll
smile,
numbers.
Ben.
Thanks very much, gents. We really do appreciate it. We'll have you back real soon. Well, let's continue our countdown to the midterms as this hour, our Newsmax election team takes a look at the race for governor in Colorado, where Republican Bob Beaupre is facing incumbent Democrat John Hickenlooper.
From the beginning, this race has been dubbed a toss-up by political analysts, but now it's coming down to the home stretch. Democrat incumbent John Hickenlooper seems to be picking up a bit of momentum. He recently received endorsements from 2 of the state's larger newspapers. He also leads the most recent polls, though not by much and definitely within the margin of error. GOP challenger Bob Beaupre is ready for a tough fight in the final days of the campaign trail. Republicans are pouring money into his campaign in an effort to break up the blue, currently running things in Denver. The Republican Governors Association just committed more than $1 million to be spent on TV spots leading up to Election Day. Many of those ads go after Hickenlooper for issuing a stay in the execution of a man convicted of killing 4 people at a Chuck E. Cheese back in 1993. In a recent debate, Hickenlooper argued that no other, quote, civilized, end quote, nation has the death penalty. The Huffington Post outlines another issue at play in this race.